at the Handelo Mansion, we found a key, as well as a picture of the house remains. Those are two halves to the same puzzle. First, you want to check out the house remains. There is an inappropriate picture in this area that I cannot show on YouTube. I will cover it up.
She looks enticing, but I don't think I'm going in there now.
On the right side of the house, we have an eyeglasses case with a cleaning cloth. That's the important thing here. We're going to use it to clean a photograph in Caleb's house. Remember, there was a picture of a tunnel upstairs in Caleb's house, and we're supposed to be finding out about tunnels, right? We want to figure out what tunnel this is. Apparently a man was killed there 6 years ago. So that's part of the Game Master's nasty, sick, twisted game. It's this tunnel. So we're going to use a cleaning cloth to clean this off. It tells us that tunnel was made in December of 1943. December 1943. 5/12/43. So now that we know that information, we're going to go back to the Handelo Mansion and use the key that we just got from here. It's in the servants' quarters. This little hidey hole here. And it's a picture of that tunnel. So it was 5/12/43. That's when it was built. And Caleb left behind these notes saying to check the tractor toolbox. That's where we found that key. And the tiled stove. But what's the tiled stove? I think it's this stove here. I'll use my glove. So, Camarade Caleb, your presence was most inspiring. It's the Dvardala Tunnel. And please destroy all our correspondence. Don't discuss anything digitally, Axel and Brody. P.S. Dalton and Daria will be joining us next Sunday too. So they were having secret... I don't want to say evil meetings, but I'm going to say evil. Secret evil meetings at this tunnel. I mean, we know they probably murdered someone in this tunnel, because we know somebody died. We know the activist was killed here. I think that's why the game maker set up this game. In revenge for them killing someone here. Just as a way to torture the murderers. That's what it seems like. Oh, and I want to use my flashlight here because it's dark. So, on the floor somewhere, we're going to find a rock. Here.
It's too heavy for me.
I'm going to use this item. I found it at the Crane Park. Do you remember that you decided on the tunnel and Nakon first? It was sealed off, so you use this one instead. Huh. You're okay with killing a person, but not with cutting open a chain link fence and trespassing? Let's check out the other tunnel. The tunnel's already open for us, so we don't have to break it open. Somebody broke it open for us. Again, probably gonna have to use a flashlight. Let's see, is there another rock here on the ground that's large and can be moved? No? Ah, here. This is a very easily identifiable rock. The walls. Ultraviolet thing. Okay, it wants me to use the ultraviolet thing on the walls. And there are a number of special symbols on the walls. I want to check everywhere. No, nothing there. Return to Dvardala. Okay, that's good. That's one thing. There is no way I can use this on that wall, right? That wall's completely covered with graffiti. Game Boomers, which is a website. It does video game walkthroughs. I think they have walkthroughs for all the Carol Reed games, unless I'm mistaken. One of my walkthroughs is up there on Game Boomers, believe it or not. Yeah. I guess that's my big claim to fame. Okay, so I haven't found anything else. I know there's another symbol I need to find here. You do want to check every single wall. Even though it's tedious, you do want to check every single one of them, because it's necessary for the puzzle. There we go. There's one thing. Very important thing there. That is the clue to a puzzle. The Game Maker's Evil Puzzle. Back to Dvardia. How's it spelled? Dvardala? Well, let's use this on the walls here. That's graffiti. Okay, that's the exit in the Game Maker's game. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. I'm still looking for one more clue. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So now we have the clues. We can finally solve the next level of the Game Maker's twisted game. Alright, so in the grill. This is where the first murder victim worked. The man, the activist who was killed in the tunnel 6 years ago. So this was a clue on the wall of the tunnel. It was this. The other tunnel wall clue was this, right? I think that was it. At the end of his life, Caleb Boggs had no house. His Nazi buddies were tired of the habits he acquired. At nights he used to sleep at the end of Pelona Street in a former workshop or something that the addicts used for their dumb things. Insert disc 2. So we need to insert the next disc. To continue with the Game Master's evil plotting. And the disc is at the derelict workshop. So Caleb died here. It sounds like he was abandoned by his friends and he became a drug addict. And that's how he spent his last few days. Last few months. So there's a letter in here. Before you is where your former friend slept for the last few months. He did have a lock. I stole the key from him when I killed him. I picked him up by Broadleaf River and I dumped him underneath that ugly art piece. If you want the key, it's in the river. And we do have to get the key. That will be the key to here, and I think that's where disc number 2 is. That's where disc number 2 is, so we've got to get the key. Maybe disc number 2 isn't there, or maybe it's at Broadleaf River. Let's explore Broadleaf River. So let's see, we need to go down and around here. We're going to find some stairs. We're going to go up the stairs all the way to the top. Turn to the side, go up the stairs. And here's a green triangle. There's going to be a note on the bridge. Beyond the triangle to the underground storehouse. Might not solve the puzzle in this video, but we have a series of colors on the trees that you need to take note of. Oh, through the tunnel. So green. There's the safe house, or whatever we call it, the area where the body was found. Blue. Green, blue, purple. The location for the murder of Hader Bard was the tunnel. Oh, Stina, why couldn't you have found out that information like a half hour ago? You would have saved me a whole lot of investigation. So this was a tunnel. It was built by the Nazis They were planning on building a railroad track there, but that didn't happen. Yellow, and then orange. Haha, I almost lost track of all the various colors. So you want to know those colors in that order for a puzzle later on. I'm going to grab this, that card. I'm going to use that to open up the one door that needed to be locked by, that was locked and could be opened by a plastic card. So that's what I'm going to use the card for. And yeah, I need to know the colors so I can solve the puzzle on the other side of this, right here. That's where the dead body was found. Or, no, that was where Caleb was picked up. But you notice I can't jump over here.
Too risky. I have to find another method.
It's very risky. We need to find another way of getting across. And that will be part of a two-part puzzle. It will be involved with this card we just found.